Now, are the San Francisco 49ers done? Are they done? Because at this point, people want to mark them off because of the many injuries they are suffering right now. That's a tough question. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. Joey Bosa got hurt. Your starting running back gets hurt. Richard Sherman's still dealing with an injury. George Kittle's still dealing with an injury. You lost um your other defensive lineman. I can't remember his name, but is it time for the Niners to panic? I don't think so. I personally don't think it's time for we should panic on the Niners. I mean, even though they lost so many key players in one game, they still have talent. They still have, to me, a good enough talent to at least get close to be like a fifth seed. Now, let's see how long Jimmy Garoppolo will stay out. And, well, we all know Bosa's out for the year, but hopefully he gets a fast recovery. But if Jimmy Garoppolo's out for like 6 weeks, I believe. I mean, some members say he may play this week, next week, but let's look at the games that the Niners coming up. If Jimmy Garoppolo's out for that long, at the Giants, that should be a win. Philly, maybe. Dolphins, should. Rams, that's a tough one. Patriots, tough one. The Seahawks, where he may come back. But then after the Dolphins, it's where everything to me gets hard. You gotta play the Rams. Then you gotta go to New England. Then you gotta go to Seattle. You're playing against Rodgers and Green Bay Packers, even though you beat them in the NFC Championship. But you don't have Bosa. And Sherman should be back by then. Should be back like in at least 2 weeks. And we'll see how long will it take for George Kittle. Then you gotta go at New Orleans. Then you gotta go at the Rams. Then you gotta play the Bills. Then you gotta play the Washington football team. Then you gotta go to Dallas. Then go to the Cardinals. And you finish the home at Seattle. With so many of these injuries, we may say, oh, they're done. I don't think the Niners are done. I can't say they are. Even though with all of these injuries that the Niners have, they still, to me, have a good enough talent. I mean, let's see. If the Niners lose, let's say they lose the next 6 games, if it's true that Jimmy Garoppolo will be done. Next 6 games, you have got to at least go 4-2. Don't go 2-4 if it's true that he's out for 6 games. 6 or 7 games. Who knows how long he'll be out, but we'll see if he'll play this week. I mean, I feel like he has a possibility to play this week. I believe that's what Shanahan even said. But, they did sign Ziggy Ansah. We'll see what he'll do. Solomon Thomas was the other defensive lineman who was also out for the year. Jimmy G, day-to-day injuries, so I feel like we should not worry. The people are not going to worry that much about Jimmy Garoppolo. Even though it sucked that he got hurt, but I feel like he'll be fine. I feel like he'll come back, and then you'll get Sherman back. You may not be of a dominant defense now. You may not. You may not become a dominant run team. You're already dealing with so many injuries on your wide receiver core, but the Niners still have that much talent. And it's coming from a Seahawks fan. It really is. The fact that I'm saying that is true. The Niners, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo will be out that long. And I do think he'll be fine. But if that injury still hurts, and if you really risk playing him against the Giants, because the starting players in the Niners are actually so concerned about playing in MetLife Stadium right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. So you may not be as dominant defensive wise. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I did have the Niners as a 5th seed. And I'm going to still stick by that. But if you got to at least go like 3-3 or 4-2 to keep your season alive. If you don't, and after the Giants game coming up, they're playing against teams with good quarterbacks, high explosive offenses. Some have good defenses. We'll see what the Niners will be. But, it's the next man up right now. You will not be as dominant of a defensive line than you have been. Not as dominant as of a running game like you were. Because so far, to me, this Niner team this season has so far reminds me of the Niners in the 2014 through 15 season. That team went 8-8. But we have to understand that the Niners that season were dealing with so many injuries. So, do you think it's time to give up on San Francisco? And I'm going to say it again. I don't think it's time yet, but we'll see how long Jimmy G will be out. I don't think he'll be out that long. So, maybe, but if he is out for 6 weeks, I don't think he'll be gone that long. But if it's true, it's a tough schedule for the Niners. Like I said, he has to go so far. He's been having day-to-day, so far nothing. But we'll see what happens. So, leave a comment down below. Do you think if it's time to panic on the Niners? Just teach you to take my sign off.